If we're meeting for the first time, my name is Danae, and I am a passionate yoga teacher. I am an essential oil expert, and I'm an Ayurveda enthusiast, plus a badass caregiver. So yeah, that's me. And tonight I am hopping on live to discuss aromatherapy for better sex. So maybe that intrigues you. Maybe you think that's way too racy and sassy. Either way, I'm going to dive in. So, aromatherapy for better sex. Yes, of course, aromas can tantalize and amplify arousal. But what I'm most curious about talking about tonight is the why you're not having better sex. Too much for Facebook or Instagram? Nah. And as you hop on live with me, feel free to comment, post a question or concern. So let's go forward, shall we? So I'm looking at my phone and I'm looking at my computer, and I'm here at this lovely space. If you have never been to Mela, Mela in Sanskrit means to gather, like Kumbh Mela. Just going to change the way I'm sitting on the floor. And it's at the edge of San Mateo, and it's at the edge of San Mateo and Burlingame. Hey, cousin Marilyn, how are you? Or Mary. Are you going by Marilyn nowadays, ma'am? Mary, over on Facebook, say hello to you. So my friend, we're talking about aromatherapy for better sex. So I hope you're going to stay tuned because it's going to be a little bit sassy, but that's okay. The reason why you might not be having better sex, here's a thought. Have you ever found yourself saying, or have you ever heard this from your partner? Oh, honey, I'm too tired. Or, sweetie, I have a headache. Or, ladies, of course, guys can maybe feel this way too, but ladies, do you ever feel anxious about how your beautiful body actually looks? So that's what I want to talk about, and how oils can support us in that regard. So first, I mentioned sleep, stress. I can't remember. I just came from a massage, so I'm very relaxed. If it's stress, then that is something we gotta work on, right? We gotta figure out how to stress less. So my go-to oil for stressing less is a delightful citrus that we source from Italia, bergamot. So it's not a lemon, it's not a lime, it's its own citrus. And if you drink Earl Grey tea, you might be familiar with this aroma and this flavor. So always a drop or two into the palm of the hands, and take a couple of sniffs of air. Very, very relaxing, very good at being a great stress buster. So if you are too stressed out, you can't have better sex. It's just the way it is. So you need to manage that stress, reduce that stress. Maybe you need to increase physical activity, like going for a walk or taking a yoga class, or just sitting with yourself in stillness for 1 whole minute because you deserve it. Whoa, yeah, definitely that. But if you're going to use the oils, you can also diffuse. You could actually add a drop of our bergamot to some hot water and prepare yourself a caffeine-free Earl Grey tea. So if you need to stress less, that's my go-to. Manage your stress, add some physical activity, walking, yoga, a dance class, like a pole fitness dance class, for instance. Just saying. If it's a matter of sleep, you're not getting enough sleep because perhaps you're stressed out. You're so stressed out, you're not sleeping well. That can definitely impact your ability to be ready to receive better sex. So my go-to oil for better sleep is Serenity. Serenity is a blend. So unlike bergamot, which is a single oil, Serenity is a blend of oils, florals and woodsy oils. So you've got that hearty aroma and you also have that sweet aroma. Hey, Leanne. I'm glad I went live on Facebook and Instagram because people are checking it out on Instagram. So, on Facebook. Thank you for popping on live with me. I so appreciate it. So we're talking about aromatherapy for better sex, but before I get into all the tantalizing and, ways to inspire arousal with the oils, I'm actually covering 3 ways that might be the culprits for not allowing you to have better sex, which would be you're too stressed out, you're not getting enough sleep, you have a headache, / you are anxious about how you're feeling in your physical form. Which, of course, as we know, if we read Elizabeth Gilbert's Eat, Pray, Love, that's complete nonsense, the chapter when she's in Italy. So back to Serenity. Serenity is the restful blend. And what I love about Serenity is it's sweet and still woodsy. So you got the combo of both. So both men and women really like that because the men tend to enjoy the woodsy and the ladies tend to enjoy the sweet. Not always, but a good portion of the time. So if you're having trouble with sleeping and you need to catch up on your extra rest, drop a couple of drops of Serenity in your diffuser, or you can actually massage your feet with some lotion, with some Serenity oil. That would be a fun thing to do with partner, right? Wash your hands afterwards, of course, just to, massage the feet at night. Very relaxing. Now, if you are someone who says you have a headache at night, which is why you're not ready for action with your sweetie, and it actually might be a headache, I don't know. I have 2 options for that. One is peppermint touch. So just a little dab here and here. Peppermint is cooling on contact and also has incredible discomfort relief powers. A second oil that I would use to relieve pain or discomfort in the body, plus the anxiousness, as I mentioned, that you might feel anxious or insecure about your physical form, copaíba. So copaíba is sourced in Brazil, and it is 108,000 times better than any CBD you'll find on the market. There is beta-caryophyllene. This is a constituent that you find in CBD oil as well as copaíba essential oil. And copaíba has a greater, huger, is that a word? Higher percentage of the beta-caryophyllene than any CBD on the market. And since CBD is a botanical isolate, there's a real concern for quality control, purity, so on and so forth, which you don't have to worry about when we're dealing with doTERRA, the most tested and most trusted. So copaíba. You can take this one internally. You could prepare a hot tea to relieve those anxious feelings. You could also rub some into the back of the neck or again the temples, as I did with the peppermint, to relieve any of those headachy feelings. Are the ladies still there? I don't know, over on Facebook. If you are still there, you can certainly pop your question below. So that's what I wanted to share. Yes, there are certainly aromas for arousal, to tantalize the senses. The sense of smell is so powerful in that regard. And that might be for another topic, but I really wanted to just touch on the importance of this idea that you need to have the good sleep. You need to feel less stressed out. You need to feel less anxious so you can have better sex. Oh, someone's joining on Instagram. So hello. How are you? We're about to wrap it up. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share. Again, for your stress less, your stress busting oil, bergamot is my go-to for that. For my sleep support oil, it's the blend Serenity. And if you're the one that is saying, oh, sweetie, I have a headache, then there's 2 choices. One is peppermint. So I like it in the touch to dab here on the temples, massage in. And then if you're the one that is having the anxiousness, concerned about the way you physically look, or just feeling not yourself, kopaiba, to banish those anxious feelings. Yeah. I just realized Facebook can't see when I show the oil on my phone. That's what happens when you go in two channels at once. So thanks for letting me explore how to do this and how to do it better. So yeah, that's what I wanted to touch on. No questions here in Instagram, no questions here on Facebook. So I think I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you, ladies, over on Facebook for tuning in. Really appreciate that. And to those watching live on Instagram, also I appreciate you. Ta-ta.